Thanks, Haley, for that introduction. So excited to be here with you and everyone. We are thrilled to be Women Entrepreneur Network sponsor for this year's summit. We have been sponsors before, and we are thrilled again to support Haley and her vision of bringing together women entrepreneurs. Hi, everyone. I am so excited to be here with you. I'm Charlene Ignacio, the CEO and founder and serial entrepreneur of Hire CXO Pro, the CMO guru. My career started over 24 years ago, and many of you probably didn't realize this, but being in business is not a sprint, it's a marathon. And I'm so excited to be here today to share on how to build your empire for freedom. Before I begin, there's a couple of things that I want to make sure is really clear. This is for serious entrepreneurs who are at a place in their business who want to grow and scale it so that they can have time freedom, passion freedom, money freedom, and most of all, freedom to be living your purpose. You know, they always say that two things that you realize are the most important is the day you're born and the day you figure out what your purpose is here on earth. So everyone, I am so thrilled that you're here today at the WEN Summit, and we are excited to be supporting Haley and her vision. Haley was so kind enough to send out to each one of you a copy of our Build Your Empire workbook. During the next 3 days, I will be speaking from that workbook. Specifically, each day, you'll take a page out of that workbook and hopefully take some nuggets of truth that you can go ahead and do in your business. Hopefully, you'll take a couple of aha moments and allow yourself to be inspired. And 3, this is my promise. You will take one thing away, at least one, that you can immediately activate in your business. And I am so excited to be a part of that journey. Everyone, we're going to go ahead and share our screen now of day 1 of Build Your Empire. And I want to give a little backstory. You know, building your empire is sometimes one of the biggest and hardest things to do because probably some of your reasons of becoming an entrepreneur are very similar to mine. The first thing is I was raised in a home of entrepreneurs. Our family had multiple businesses. We were serial entrepreneurs, and it kind of just rubbed on me. As I grew up and went and pursued my education, I took classes in business and entrepreneurship. I did my internship at Walt Disney World. If you know Disney World, you know that they are well known for their business practices, their marketing, and for how they created a customer experience. Why is this important? Is because over the last 25 years, I've used that education and training and experience to learn a lot and to fail a lot. But more importantly is to come ahead. And I want to be able to do that today during our time together. This workbook is a 3-day workbook where you can be able to use each of the days to take some notes down, to ponder some of the questions. And of course, there's homework every day because I will be building every single day of my talk on top of the previous presentation. Another thing that I want to let you know is that at the end of this workbook, there is an offer of Building Your Empire where I will work with you side by side for 90 days and also information to connect with me so that we can deep dive into your business if you have more questions from this event. So thank you so much to everyone who's made this possible and to everyone that's here today. You showed up in your business. Way to go. So building your empire for freedom, all of us want freedom, whether it's freedom from our current situation, freedom from the stress and worry of having a business and being an entrepreneur. There's a lot of things that you have to do, and I get it. And different stages of your business require different things. But today I'm going to talk to those people who want to build your empire for freedom, focusing primarily on scaling and growing your business so that your business doesn't run you, but you are running your business. Okay, so day 1. What is an empire? You know, an empire is really powerful for us women because we are the queens of our destiny. We are the ones that make things happen. Many of you wear different hats, different responsibilities, and for some of you, you're a solo entrepreneur. So everything starts and ends with you. But what we have to do first is identify the problem that's currently keeping you back from having the empire that you've always desired. So here's a couple of things just to kind of deep dive as we prepare. As you're taking notes, I want you to realize that a lot of the inspiration you're going to receive is because it's either confirmation of things that you've heard, confirmation of things that you felt, and confirmation of things that you want. And so allow yourself to hear those things, feel those things, and be able to be teachable. Because if there's anything about a successful entrepreneur is that they're always a lifelong learner. So today, identifying the problem. What is the difference between what you have now and what you really want? Some of you are going to answer that question and say, Charlene, I'm exactly where I want to be and I'm extremely happy. And I'm going to give you kudos and a high five. And for some of us, if you're an entrepreneur, you're driven, you want more, you want it all. So where are you now to where you really want to be? I want you to answer that question. Are you 2 years away from an exit where you're going to sell your business? Are you just in your first year of starting and you're just trying to figure out how to get your first customer? Or how about many of us who are in the middle, where we're hitting 4 figures, 5 figures, 6 figures, and we want more? Wherever you are, there's always this question. What is holding you back from where you want to be, from where you are now? And this is going to help us solve the problem, which is how to get what you want. Okay? Sometimes the difference is your skill set. Sometimes the difference is your team. Sometimes the difference between what you want now and then is the simple fact that you would like to have at least 6 hours of sleep. I know a lot of us entrepreneurs will run on fumes and we will do whatever it takes to make things happen. And so a lot of times there are sleepless nights. What is the difference? Skills, tools, accessibility, money, mindset, your emotional beliefs, your emotional commitments, your values, all of those things can be holding you back from what you want. But until you identify what the problem is, you can't really solve it. Number 2, where are you on this empire building experience, this journey that you're on? I want you to know that it is okay to be where you are. One of the biggest things on building a business is first understanding what is it going to take to get where you want to go. You know, a lot of times I have ran many of my several businesses on a handshake, several of my partnerships on a handshake. And, you know, I've had the very good fortune of having wonderful partners, wonderful clients, wonderful experiences. And sometimes in your businesses, that might not be necessarily, a good thing. You might need to get contracts in place. You might need to stop using your social security number and start using an EIN. Some of you have to build credit on your business and not credit on your personal credit. So where are you in this journey? I have a team of advisors, different deals, different opportunities. I have different teams. I have an attorney. I have 2 CPAs. I have coaches. I'm coached, even though I'm coaching. I have social media. I have in-person networking. I have so many things that help me build my empire. And what my empire looks like is that I'm a serial entrepreneur. That means I have a lot of different endeavors and a lot of moving parts of my life and my businesses. But that's totally different from where some of you are, and that's okay, because where I am today was not always the case. Number 3 is where I feel like a lot of us don't give ourselves enough credit. What's your current skills versus the skills you need? I know building anything, you first need to have a desire. Second, you need to have a plan. Third, you need to be able to communicate that plan so that you can get help to execute it and actually make it happen. Fourth is having enough support in the things that you don't know what to do, right? Building a home, building anything. But when you are building, especially your empire, there are going to be certain skills that you have and certain skills you don't have. We just did a live yesterday, and one of the gals on the live said, Char, I'm really great at closing clients. I'm really great at networking, but I have a weakness of being visible. And so sometimes the skill is being visible, being everywhere, managing your schedule, doing the things what it takes to actually show up and be successful. those are skills. And that's okay to understand what you are good at and what you're not so good at. Because guess what? There's a lot of other people who can help you get there. Now, here is a rule. If you can highlight, underline this, and get really clear on this, I don't want you to go shopping in the business stores of VAs, of coaches, of attorneys and accountants, unless you know what you're looking for. Don't you hate when you go shopping at the store and you don't have a plan? You buy things that you weren't planning, and all of a sudden you buy more than what you need. But if you went in with a shopping list and you knew exactly what you needed, you would stay within budget, you'd save time. And third, ladies, you wouldn't feel so stressed and overwhelmed. So skills you have and the skills you need, that's an important part of understanding what your problem is right now in your business. If you're not an accountant, don't be an accountant in your business. Let someone else do that. And I know you're going to say, but sure, I'm a solo entrepreneur and I've got all these moving parts. Well, and I get that and I understand that. Then buy a tool, a software, some sort of platform that can do some of the accounting until you actually can hire someone to do that. Some of you are trying to be website developers. I have a client who literally, he built his website and it took him 6 months to build the website. And when we did a really fun fact check and had another developer look at his work, he said, we could have done that in 30 days and actually saved you time, money, and effort. So sometimes, guys, our skills and the skills we need to be successful will save us time and money if we know what we're shopping for, what we need. Last thing on current skills, this is the problem. What you have to do to get 4-figure income, 5-figure income, six-figure income, and 7-figure income, guys, are all different skills. They're not all the same. Everything is different. It changes as you grow your business, as you grow yourself. You know, I have a great client, just amazing. She's one of your speakers. You know, she had 2 vacations literally back to back to Mexico for 7 days. And she said, Charlene, I didn't have to worry about my business because I knew it was being run. My marketing was happening, my sales were happening, and I could be on the beach in Mexico with my family making memories. Do you know what skill she has? She has the skill of letting go and allowing other people to help and support her vision. That is a skill. That is sometimes the hardest thing for entrepreneurs, to let go and allow other people to do that. So I want to make sure this is really clear, guys. Skills, what you need and what you have are 2 different things, but you can get them and you can work on them. Excuse me. Gosh, I can't believe I just sneezed. One of the things that I love to tell you about, guys, is what do you do next? Well, the homework is, what is the empire you want and why? I always will tell my clients, what is it that you want? What is it that you want? Thank you, Kimmy. Appreciate that. What is it that you want? And be really honest. I had a sales call today, a gal on the call, and she's been attending all of my workshops, dynamic woman. She said, Shard, I want to move. And I said, okay, why? She goes, my parents are getting older and I need to be closer to them to make some memories. Her why and what she wants in her empire, to be able to move across the country, do the things that she wants to do, coach the people she wants to, and make the financial money that she wants to have freedom with. She's clear on that. She's clear on her want. She's clear on her why. And that's going to drive her. And the clarity behind it is going to serve her better because she knows what she's doing, why she's doing it, and what it will take to get there. But in your homework today, everyone, I just want to give you a couple of pointers as you're thinking about this. Don't overthink it. Don't sit there for hours trying to decide what kind of empire you want. You can have some design of it. And of course, you are clear on your why and build on it. I always tell everyone, when you build a house, the first thing you lay is the foundation. Why? Because everything else goes above that. Some people want to build the tree house and the driveway and the windows and all of these things kind of fragmented because they don't have a plan. Lay your foundation first so that everything else can get built on. So what is the empire you want and why? Again, I just want to be really clear. This is going to be a process because remember, What you're doing today is going to be very different tomorrow. Many of us on this call, many of the experts who are speaking on this platform, they are not exactly where they were a year ago, 2 years ago, even where they thought they would be as an entrepreneur. So don't worry if you don't have it all perfectly figured out. That's the first thing. Second thing is learn to say no. Learn to say no to the things that don't serve you, that are not aligned with what your business is going to do. We want to build your business on clear boundaries, clear expectations, and literally, everybody, the more you know what to say no to, it'll be easier for you to say yes to the things that are going to serve you. The third thing, and I'm so excited, I just love to train and teach and speak. The third thing to do, especially with building the empire, I can guarantee you almost 99.9% of the time that the answer you're looking for is really already inside of you. That you just need to have clarity and ability to chip away all that extra so you can get really clear, because the more clear you are, the more deliberate and intentional you are when you're building your business, guys, guess what? Is going to give you the fast pass to what you want, and you'll get it. Guaranteed. I want to end my talk today and thank everyone for helping make this possible, for still allowing me to deliver my message virtually, as well as being able to share the workbook and what we're doing. I will see you tomorrow for day 2 of Building Your Empire for Freedom. Reach out to me, message me, talk to my team members, talk to some of my clients who are speaking on this platform, and just know that we're here to help. I'm so excited to be a part of the WEN Summit. Thank you again, Haley, for all that you do. Ladies, I have to tell you, you're in the right place for the right reasons. Just allow yourself to be able to bet on you. Don't worry about what everyone else thinks. Don't worry about figuring it out and getting everything figured out the first time around. That's not going to happen. Just be you, show up as you, and I promise you, you will build the empire you have always dreamed of. And probably it's going to be better than you ever thought. So thanks, everyone. Again, look forward to speaking tomorrow. Look forward to reaching out to each one of you. And again, guys, bet on yourself. Build the empire you've always wanted. Thanks again, everyone.